चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कलामयं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवंश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजान्तं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौरङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम विश्वपदाय कृष्णप्रसाय भूतले श्रीमती कृष्णदास स्वामी नामिने। ओम विश्वपदाय कृष्णप्रसाय भूतले श्रीमती भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवाद पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। Hare Krishna everyone. So today I'm going to try to talk a little bit on the importance and significance of applying tilak.
I like the picture.
A few minutes. I'm not so used to these.
Slideshow. You can do.
Yeah.
Just go.
I just duplicate my first slide. So I think you are going to have the first slide 3 times. Yeah. So Chitra find this tilak and its intricacies. So what is tilak? Tilak means a mark or a symbol or a sign. It's worn on the forehead or elsewhere on the upper part of the body as a sign of surrender. Marking your body as a temple for a specific deity. There are different forms of tilaks. If the tilak is V-shaped or has 2 or more vertical lines, it denotes devotion to Vishnu or Krishna. Applied with chandan, which is a mixture of clay, sandalwood paste, and fragrances. So we have pictures of.
We've lost your presentation, Margie.
Yeah.
Just
okay.
share again. Yeah, share again.
Okay. It's okay. Can you see the screen?
Yes, we can see it now. Thank you.
Okay, so the second type of tilak for the followers of Shiva, who wear 3 horizontal signs, often applied with ashes, and sometimes there were a dot in the middle, symbolizing Shiva's third eye. So this is another type of tilak. And then we have worshippers of Devi, or the goddess Kali, wear an all red marking made with kunkuma or red powder. So these are the type of tilak that we can wear with the kunkuma or red powder. Now, methods of applying tilak, we have two types. One is called the urdhva pundra. One or more vertical lines drawn on the forehead are called urdhva pundra. Example is the Vaishnava tilak. Urdhva means upwards and pundra means the lakir or the line. And then the second type is the tripundra. Three lines drawn horizontally on the forehead with bhasma, holy ash, are called the tripundra. This is a tripundra. Now, what happens during the Devasur Sangram?
We can't hear you, Maji.
No, I can't read because I have all the names of those on the chat here, so I can't remove this.
Oh.
How can I remove? Oh, that's it. So before, Lord Shiva also was wearing the Urdhva Pundra Tilak, like the Vaishnava Tilak. And the demon race also followed him. So the demons also were wearing the Urdhva Pundra Tilak. However, during the Devasur Sangram, the war between the demigods and the demons, when Lord Vishnu set out his Sudarshan Chakra to kill the demons, the former couldn't kill the latter, the demons, as they were all wearing the Urdhva Pundra Tilak. So Sudarshan Chakra returned to Vishnu and related the problem. After learning of the issue, Lord Vishnu told Lord Shiva that this was unjust and asked him to change his tilak style. So Lord Shiva thus adopted the Tripundra style, and following suit, the demons changed their style too. Afterwards, they were killed by Sudarshan Chakra. So this is how the Tripundra style came.
That's interesting. Haven't heard that before.
Very
unfair.
That I didn't know about that, no, sir.
Excuse me, Mataji.
Yes, Riyash.
Punrat, why they have to change their tilak?
Because Sudarshan Chakra wasn't able to kill the demons because they were wearing the Vaishnava Tilak. That's why Lord Vishnu asked Lord Shiva to change his way of putting Tilak so that the Sudarshan Chakra could kill the demons afterwards.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Okay, Riyansh. Now, in Vaishnava Tilak, there are variations in the Tilak shape among the followers of Shiva. For example, they differentiate between slightly different philosophies or sampradaya among Vaishnavas, followers of Vishnu. There are all these tilakas. So these are different forms of tilak for Gauriya Sampradaya, for Madhva Sampradaya, Nimbark Sampradaya, Sri Sampradaya is here, and we have some others here also. Among Gauriya Vaishnavism, they are following various tilakas of different forms. So this is the basic form. This is for Nityananda Parivar. This is for Advaitacharya Parivar. This is for Narottam Thakur Parivar. This is for Ganga Narayan Chakravarti Parivar. I don't know exactly the source of this picture, but I got this on the internet. So maybe Prabhu can say a little bit more about this.
I don't know too much more actually, but this looks familiar, especially the fifth one. We've seen that in Vrindavan, isn't it? Quite a lot.
This one.
Yeah.
Ganga Narayan Chakravarti
Chakravarti.
Parivar.
Seen that quite a lot.
Okay.
There doesn't seem to be huge differences between the first four.
No. This one,
Dot, yeah.
I read somewhere that when they apply the dot, it's for Lakshmi Devi.
Wow, okay.
Mm.
Interesting.
Okay. So the meaning of the Vaishnav Tilak. Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur, the author of Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, a great biography of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, gave a thorough explanation on Tilak in the Adi Kant of Chaitanya Bhagavat, chapter 15, text 8 as follows. So whatever I'm going to refer now will be from this great book, Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat. The symptoms of Tilak as temples of Hari. The mark of Tilak that starts from the nose and stretches up to the hair on the head with a beautiful space in between the lines is called a temple of Hari. Lord Brahma resides on the left side, Sadashiv resides on the right side, and Lord Vishnu resides in the middle of such a tilak mark. One should not apply anything in the middle. So this is new for me also. I didn't know about this Lord Brahma residing on the left side and Sadashiv residing on the right side. So I've learned a lot on tilak through this presentation. Meaning of the Vaishnav Tilak. It is stated in the Padma Puran, Uttarakhand, marks of tilak resembling a banyan leaf, a bamboo leaf, and the bud of a lotus are most enchanting. The glories of decorating the body with tilak are as follows. The beautiful vacant space within the mark of tilak is the sitting place for Sri Lakshmi and Sri Janardhan, the Lord of Lords. Therefore, know for certain that the body marked with tilak is a sanctified temple of the Lord. So when we engage our body in that temple, that is the temple of the Lord, in the service of the Lord, we should do it with all humility. One should not become puffed up that our body is a temple. So a temple is meant for the glorification of the Lord. Similarly, the body also has to be used for the glorification of Shri Krishna. In Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto, chapter 2, verse 36, Kayena vacha manasendriyarva Buddhyatmana vanushrita svabhavat karoti yadyat sakalam parasmai narayanayethi samarpayet. Translation. In accordance with the particular nature one has acquired in conditioned life, whatever one does with body, words, mind, senses, intelligence, or purified consciousness, one should offer to the Supreme, thinking this is for the pleasure of Lord Narayan. So applying tilak also, we are using the body as the temple for the Lord, and we engage ourselves in glorifying the Lord and serving the Lord. The rules and regulations for applying tilak. It is stated in the Padma Puran, Uttarakhand, the most fortunate unalloyed devotees of Hari should decorate their bodies with marks of tilak, resembling the lotus feet of Hari, with a vacant space between the two lines. They should begin to mark from the tip of the nose up to the end of the forehead with tilak or other suitable clay. The tip of the nose refers to the 3/4 down the nose. One should draw 2 separate lines beginning from the middle of the eyebrows upward. It is mentioned in the Brahman Puran, if a person who is impure, ill-behaved, and engaged in sinful activities with his mind decorates his body with tilak, he certainly becomes pure forever. One should mark one's forehead with tilak while seeing one's face in a mirror or in water, but never touch the tilak with one's fingernails. The leaf shaped on the nose. The lower part of the tilak on the nose is the shape of a leaf, more precisely tulsi leaf. Usually we offer tulsi leaves at the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. That is how we can become Das and Udas, the servant of Lord Krishna. Tulsi Devi is a great devotee of the Lord and she is very dear to him. So by offering the tulsi leaf to the lotus feet of the Lord, we may get the chance to serve Lord Krishna with the mercy of Tulsi Devi. By putting Lord Krishna's lotus feet on our forehead, we are saying that we are his servant. So there is a verse in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, 11th chapter, verse 28. Ye me bhakta jana partha, na me bhaktascha te jana, mad bhaktanam cha ye bhaktas, te me bhakta tamamata. Lord Krishna told Arjuna, those who are my direct devotees are actually not my devotees, but those who are the devotees of my servant are actually my devotees. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu quotes this verse from Adi Puran. The verse is also included in Laghu Bhagavatamrita. So while we are applying tilak, we are remembering the Lord, and we are also remembering that we want to serve the Lord, and we want to serve we want to be the devotee we want to be the servant of the Lord, and then Lord Krishna will really accept us as his servant. The importance of the correct shape of Vaishnava tilak. Prohibition for wearing crooked or 3-line tilak. Now, this is very strict thing that we are going to come across. A person who wears 3-line tilak instead of Vaishnava tilak is the lowest of men because of breaking the rules for marking tilak on the body, which is the abode of Lord Vishnu. Such a person certainly goes to hell. This is very, very scary. Importance of the correct shape of the Vaishnava tilak. It is stated in the Skanda Puran, a person should not wear crooked tilak even if he is about to die, nor should he chant any names other than the holy names of Narayan. He should wear Vaishnava tilak using gopi-candana available. The prescription for keeping space within the mark of tilak. A fallen twice born who applies tilak without keeping a vacant space between the two lines certainly abandons Sri Hari and Lakshmi Devi who reside within that space. There is no doubt that a fallen twice born who applies tilak without keeping a space maintains the feet of a dog on his forehead. Oh my God. Therefore, O beautiful one, Brahmanas and women should also mark their foreheads with tilak, resembling 2 sticks with a space between. What do we use to apply Vaishnava tilak? The clay used for preparing tilak is described in the Padma Purana as follows. One should collect clay for tilak beneath flowing waters that have bathed Lord Vishnu. One can also collect clay from the transcendental abode of Hari. One should devotedly collect clay from the Venkata hill, from Sri Rangam, from Sri Kurma Kshetra, from Sri Dväraka, from Sri Prayag, from Sri Narasingha Kshetra, from Sri Varha Kshetra, or from Sri Vrindavan or any forest of Tulsi, and then mix it with the water that has washed the lotus feet of Vishnu. So here we can use water from the Ganges or Yamuna, or simply we invoked all the 7 holy rivers in the water that we can use. In this way, one should decorate one's body with such tilak and come before the Lord. O Maharaj Ambarish, just see one whose forehead is decorated with tilak made of gopi-chandan to minimize your sinful reactions. So this is so auspicious that only by looking at the forehead which is decorated with tilak made of gopi-chandan, we can minimize the sinful reactions. The source of gopi-chandan. It is made from soil, clay from Dväraka, the place where Lord Krishna left his material body. Left the material world, or Vaikuntha, sorry, it's not body. Where all gopis also left their bodies in a river. So this clay, gopi-chandan, is used to apply tilak. Now, before going to the glories of gopi-chandan, we'll have a look of how to apply tilak. And this is Srila Prabhupada is going to teach us how to apply tilak. Give me a few minutes so that I can run the video. Can everyone see?
Yes, we can.
Let us sweet Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Very nice showing that.
I just got that in a few minutes back. I was trying to find out and I got from different person, but then today I got this one. Try to resume back to my presentation. So, applying tilak. So one should pour a little water into the palm of his or her left hand and rub gopi chandan mud from Dväraka into it. So this is gopi chandan. Can everybody see it?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay. So this is You can invoke. The water could be Ganga Jal, Yamuna Jal, or one can invoke the 7 holy rivers by the following mantra. Gange cha Yamuna chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jali Asmin Sanidim Kuru. So we can touch our water and then we recite this verse, and then we are going to have as if all the holy rivers, River Ganga, Yamuna, Godavari, Saraswati, Narmada, Sindhu, Kaveri, we ask them to very humbly to be present in the water so that we can use it to make our tilak. When making the tilak, the following mantra from the Uttarkhand of the Padma Puran should be chanted. Sorry again. I'm not so used to these. And Chitra is not here to help me today.
Should sack her.
Oh, I try to get it back.
Okay, that's a bit harsh. Just eat extra prashad.
Try to get back to the slide where I was. Just have to shuffle. Here it is. So can you see the?
Nothing. We can just see you at the moment.
Okay, okay. You always see Prabhu doing everything so nicely. You never have we always get the impression that it's very easy.
Believe me, I mess up all the time.
Karuna Bhandara, I know the feeling. How are you feeling now?
It's okay. Can you see now? No?
Yeah, we just need to just do a slideshow.
Okay. Okay, everyone can see?
Yes.
Okay, so after reciting the verse, we invoke all the rivers in the water, then we can prepare the gopi-candana paste so that we can apply, just like Prabhupada just have shown us how to apply. So this is the verse that we should chant when we prepare the paste. Lalate keshavam dhyayen narayanam matodhare vakshasthale madhavam tu govindam kanthakopake Vishnum cha dakshine kukshau bahau cha madhusudanam trivikramam kandhare tu vamanam vamapakshvake Sridharam vamabaho tu rishikesham tu kandhare Trishte cha padmanabham cha katyam damodaram nyaset. In accordance with the above-mentioned mantra, one should now apply gopi-candana with the ball of the fingertip of the right ring finger to make the tilak markings on the 12 parts of the body. According to the Brahmanda Puran, one should not use the fingernail to make the space in the middle of the tilak. One should place a damp cloth over the finger and make that space with that. When one marks the forehead with tilak, he must remember Keshav. When one marks the lower abdomen, he must remember Narayan. For the chest, one should remember Madhav. And when marking the hollow of the neck, one should remember Govinda. Lord Vishnu should be remembered while marking the right side of the belly, and Madhusudan should be remembered when marking the right arm. Trivikram should be remembered when marking the right shoulder, and Vaman should be remembered when marking the left side of the belly. Sridhar should be remembered while marking the left arm, and Rishikesh should be remembered when marking the left shoulder. Padmanabha and Damodar should be remembered when marking the back. This is from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, chapter 20, verse 22 in the purple. So this is easier to remember, the different mantra that you have to sing along when we are applying the tilak on the different parts of the body. So this one for the forehead, Om Keshavaya Namaha. This one for Om Narayanaya Namaha, Om Madhavaya Namaha, Om Govindaya Namaha, Om Vishnave Namaha, Om Madhusananaya Namaha, Om Trivikramaya Namaha, Om Vamanaya Namaha, Om Sridharaya Namaha, Om Rishikeshaya Namaha, Om Padmanabhaya Namaha, Om Damodaraya Namaha. So when we have finished with this, we normally wash our hands and then we apply a little bit on the shikha part and we say Om Vasudevaya Namaha. So I have a question here myself. I'm not sure. Should we say Shri Keshavaya Namaha or Om Keshavaya Namaha everywhere? Prabhu can help.
Yeah, usually it's Om Keshavaya Namaha.
Usually it's Om, but I don't know why I got this somewhere that it's there is Shri everywhere.
That's okay as well.
That's why I put both. I'm not sure, but I always remember that I've been chanting Om all the time. So the shikha area is not marked with tilak. Rather, after washing the right hand, wipe the remaining water on your shikha while chanting Om Vasudevaya Namaha. Now the glories of Gopi-Chandan Tilak. This is from Shri Garga Samhita, Canto 6, Chapter 15, and it's a translation by Kusha Kratadas. This also, I'm not sure if it's from ISKCON, but I got it from the internet and it's a very nice story. Can we go for it for this, Prabhu?
Yes, you got time.
So the glories of Gopi-Chandan Tilak is as such. Simply by hearing about Gopi Bhumi, which is so named because the gopis resided there, one becomes free from the bondage of karma. In Gopi Bhumi, Gopi Chandan was manifested from the gopis' cosmetics. There is a controversy here because what I've talked before is that the gopis left their body from that place that we got the Gopi Chandan. But here it is said that they had this Gopi Chandan, this Gopi Bhumi is the gopis' cosmetics. So I'm not sure, but it is in the Garga Samhita. Anything you want to add, Prabhu, on this, the Gopi Chandan?
No, learning a lot. Interesting.
Me too, I'm learning, but I got two different versions. One is that the gopis have left their body. That's where we get the Gopi Chandan. But here it's Gopi Bhumi, where when the gopis were using the tilak as their cosmetics. Anyway, a person who marks his limbs with Gopi Chandan tilak attains the results of bathing in the Ganga. Text 17. A person who daily wears Gopi Chandan tilak attains the pious result of daily bathing in all sacred rivers. Text 18. A person who daily wears gopi-chandan tilak attains the result of performing 1,000 Ashwamedh yajnas and 100 Rajsuya yajnas. He attains the result of giving charity and following vows at all holy places. He attains the goal of life. Of this there is no doubt. Text 19. Twice as sacred as the mud of the Ganga is the dust of Chitrakoot. 10 times more sacred than that is the dust of the Panchavati Tirtha. Text 20. 100 times more sacred is the dust of Gopi Chandan. Please know that Gopi Chandan is equal to the dust of Vrindavan. Even if in the past he has committed hundreds of sins, if a person wears Gopi Chandan Tilak, then Yamaraj cannot take him away. How then can Yamaraj messengers touch him? Text 22. A sinner who daily wears Gopi Chandan Tilak goes to the Lord Krishna's supreme abode, Goloka, which is beyond the world of matter. So this is so great about Gopi Chandan. Now there is a story about Sindhu Desh. There was a king named Dirgabahu. He was very cruel and sinful, and he was addicted to visiting prostitutes. He killed 100 brahmanas, 10 pregnant women, and a brown cow. And after that, greedy to get his kingdom, one of his ministers killed him in the forest. So the Yamdutas came and bound him, and choking as they went, took him to the city of Yamraj. So Sri Narad said, then by Yamraj order, the Yamdutas took that sinner and threw him into a terrible 8,000-mile wide cauldron of bubbling boiling oil in the hell of Kumbhipak. The moment that sinner came to it, the boiling oil, which was as hot as the great fires at the time of cosmic devastation, suddenly became cool. As Yamaraj and Chitragup was carefully reviewing the sinner's case, Srila Vyasadeva arrived in that assembly, and he explained how that sinner died in a place where, from someone's hand, some gopi chandan from Dväraka had accidentally fallen, and dying in the gopi chandan, that sinner became purified. So a person who wears Gopi Chandan Tilak attains a spiritual form like that of Lord Narayan. Simply by seeing him, one can become free of the sin of killing a Brahman. Sri Narad said, hearing this, Yamaraj, who understands the glories of Gopi Chandan, took the sinner, placed him on an airplane that goes anywhere one wishes, and sent him to Vaikuntha, which is above the worlds of matter. O King, thus I have described to you the glories of Gopi Chandan. One who hears this account of Gopi Chandan's glories becomes exalted. He goes to the supreme abode of Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of God. Lord Shri Krishna ki jai. Importance of Vaishnavya. Do I carry on, Prabhu?
How long is it? You can continue tomorrow.
Maybe I have some 10 slides.
I think continue, yeah.
Okay, so I'll be finished with this because for Srila Prabhupada, whatever he has said on Tilak, I have been able to do. So this is again from the commentary in Chaitanya Bhagavat, Adikand. In the narrations about the month of Kartik in the Skanda Puran, it is stated, one should not see a person whose forehead is not decorated with Vaishnava Tilak. If one happens to do so, he should immediately look at the sun, for Lord Hari and Lakshmi Devi reside within the Tilak. In the Skanda Puran, Dhruv Maharaj speaks as follows. If you see a person decorated with the Tilak, marks of a conch and chakra, adorned with tulsi manjaris on his head, and his limbs smeared with gopi-candana, then why should you fear sinful reactions? A Vaishnav should mark his forehead with attractive tilak of clay collected from the root of a tulsi plant. So here we can see that we can use the mud from tulsi plant, from tulsi Devi plant, and apply tilak also. One should mark his forehead with gopi-candana and wear the garland that have been offered to the Lord. In this way, one should decorate one's forehead with one of the three kinds of tilak. The Lord has stated in the Padma Purana, my devotees always put on tilak, which destroys all kinds of fear. The Vedic injunction regarding applying tilak. It is stated in the Hiranyakashiya branch of the Yajurveda. A person who wears tilak, marks resembling the lotus feet of Hari, becomes very fortunate and dear to the Supreme Brahman, Sri Hari. A human being who wears tilak with a space in the middle becomes eligible for liberation. So important wearing of tilak. In the Kanta branch of the Yajurveda, it is stated, the great soul who after applying tilak meditates through mantras on Sri Vishnu, who holds a chak, who is the supreme absolute truth, who is greater than the greatest, and who resides in the hearts of his devotees, certainly becomes pure. I missed the seventh. It is stated by Narad Muni in Padma Puran, if one performs sacrifice, gives in charity, undergoes austerity, studies the Vedas, or offers oblations to the forefathers without putting on tilak, then all these activities will be useless. If a person does not decorate his body with tilak, he is not to be seen because his body is as impure as a crematorium. Oh, Krishna. It is mentioned in the Aditya Purana, a king should put a formal Brahmin whose body is devoid of Vaishnav marks of tilak, conch and chakra on the back of donkey and drive him out of his kingdom. So where are we going to be punished? It is stated in Padma Puran, Uttarkand, a person who performs any activity like worshipping deities without putting on tilak achieves no benefit. There is no doubt about it. Know for certain that a person who performs sandhya, that is worship in the evening, without wearing tilak is simply demoniac and surely goes to hell. So that's all. I haven't been able to complete what Srila Prabhupada has been saying on tilak.
Heavy stuff. But
Many,
it's good to put it on. It's very good to put tilak every day. I
yeah.
wonder if everybody's doing that, should make that effort. It's very easy to put tilak. It only takes a minute or so.
And then I have this also, the stamp-like thing.
Yes.
So I have converted a paper clip, enormous
Yeah.
one, and then I can apply the tilak all around
Right.
and then just snap it.
Yeah, that's useful.
But we
Very-
have also many different stamp things that are being sold in the temple nowadays. So very easy to put on the tilak on the forehead.
Yes.
So I hope I've been clear
Very
enough.
useful.
So I've just been reading and no one was really understanding
Yes.
anything.
A lot of new things. It was good.
New things for me also because the glories of gopi-candana I didn't know about the katha, and
Yeah.
Devasur Sangram also I didn't know about that.
Yeah. That's useful. Very, very useful. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Any
Hey,
questions? Any comments? Yes.
I was just saying, admire the little clip of Prabhupada putting so immaculate, the
Yeah.
tilak on his forehead. Just shows it's doable, but mine never comes
Yes.
out. So perfect. Wonderful.
And you know, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, he used to do it without even looking at a mirror, and it was always perfectly straight.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Haribo.
Hare Krishna.
Very nice. I forgot your name now.
Karuna.
Karuna.
Very nice, Karuna. Very nice and very informative. Thank you so much. Yes, if we try, even without looking into a mirror, we can wear the tilak. You know, when during my my tours in South India, little children going to school in the morning, there's no mirror, nothing. They just apply it so nicely, and I was amazed looking at them and running. Just apply the tilak and run, and so beautifully done. So I think we should practice. And thank you very much for all the research you have done. It's very informative. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. I've also learned a lot.
Yeah, that is the beauty of it. When we try
Yeah.
to talk, we learn. When we try to give the knowledge, we receive more. That is a
Yes,
beauty. And I'm very
definitely.
happy for you. You managed to come out of your little cell and talk. That's very good. Very good.
I'm following the footsteps of you all self and Prabhu and Mataji's. I'm trying to follow the footsteps.
No, we are learning. We are learning. All of us are learning from each other. That's very nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else? Anybody else? Okay. So
Yeah, one thing I've heard about the two lines. I hear your research said that's Brahma and Shiva.
oh yeah, yeah.
How about
Yeah.
Radha and Krishna? And so they meet together with Tulsi in the middle.
Okay.
That's what I've heard before.
I heard you said, well, in the research said nothing should be put in between the two
The middle.
lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now in the middle, as in with the leaf at the bottom, the Tulsi.
Yeah, but we ladies, married ones, we put red bindi on it. So I suppose that's accepted.
Mm,
Yeah, that should be okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm just confirming because I put a red bindi or some sort of a bindi, a mark of a married woman. So
I also put the same.
yeah, okay, terrible.
Good. Anybody else? Anything else? So we shall maybe. Would you like to sing, or do you want Indulekha Maji to sing the Nashinga?
Hare Krishna.